Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Hannah. Today is going to be another TTC video. I'm going to be going over all of the supplements that I take every day to help prepare my body for another pregnancy. And I will be going into detail on how I take this medication or not medication, vitamins, and what times I take these at, as well as going over my ovulation testing schedule, as well as my pregnancy testing schedule. So let's go ahead and get into that. I decided I wanted to do this video because when I was researching all of this stuff on what I needed to do to prepare my body for another pregnancy, there was a lot of questions that I had that I just couldn't get answers to. And although there were a lot of good things on what I should be taking in, it didn't really tell me why I should be taking this in. And so I'm gonna try and go into as much detail as I can on each vitamin that I take into my body. Also, I will be going over my ovulation test period and why I test the way I do and how I do it first off. Like, it's gonna be a lot, so let's just get into this video, okay? So going back to 2015, when Anthony and I started trying for baby number one, we all know her, Alicia. I automatically already knew that I needed prenatals in my body before I even considered getting pregnant. I wanted to make sure my body had all of the nutritions that it needed to, house a baby in my body. And so that's what I did. All I did was take just the Walmart General prenatals, and there are two, containers of vitamins. And here we have just the regular prenatal vitamin. And then we also have the DHA, EPA vitamin. It's like the little fish pill. And these will give you fishy burps. So if that's gonna be something that is gonna be a hard pass for you, just know that the Walmart brand is not for you. They have other prenatals on the market that won't give you nasty aftertaste, but this is just what I tend to lean towards. I'm always one of those bargain shoppers, like, oh, that's the cheapest thing, let me go ahead and get it. I don't typically have adverse reactions to the size or taste or whatever of medication, so that's not something that bothers me. But again, if it's something that bothers you, go ahead and sway away from it. Go ahead and grab something else on the shelf. But you for sure are going to want to be taking daily prenatals. This is not just something you need for pregnancy. This is something that's going to help you out in life in general. I like to take these pretty much all the time instead of taking the woman multivitamins. I don't know why, I just prefer these over it. Always take these after I eat food in general. Like, I could just take a chip, like one potato chip, eat it, and then take this, and then I will be fine. But if I do not take any food, like if this is the first thing that hits my stomach in the morning, I will throw it up. There's no beating around it. I have to eat food before I take these. So typically I will take these right after breakfast. So along with my daily prenatal, I always make sure to use or to also supplement in some vitamin C. I supplement in vitamin C every day because not only is it good to help fight off normal common flus and such, but when I was pregnant with Alicia, my obstetrician, OB, whatever you want to call it, he told me that I need to be taking vitamin C because it helps my body absorb the vitamins, the extra vitamins that I'm taking in, so that way, they're actually being stored in my body. They're not just being passed through my system. So that's why I take a vitamin C. And also, if you are struggling with iron deficiency, vitamin C is going to help absorb the iron. Something new I've added to the mix this new teaching cycle is Vitex. Vitex is going to help balance out your hormones and make sure your body is just being regulated hormonally. Now typically if you notice that you have a short luteal phase, this is going to help you out. And if you notice that your cycles are shorter than what they should be, or you notice that they're longer than they should be, This is gonna help regulate your hormones to make sure you're ovulating on time, you start your period on time. You might notice that your acne is gonna go away, your hair is looking a little bit more shinier, a little bit more thicker. This is just gonna add that extra boost to your body that your body needs. This is, honestly, when I take it, it tastes like I'm taking little capsules of tea, which isn't the best flavor, that I've tried, but it's not something that's gonna sway me in one way, but it might sway you in a way. Like I said, if the taste of medicine is going to be a major factor to you, you may want to try a different brand of this Vitex. This is Nature Way, but honestly, I've liked it. I have definitely noticed that my acne is nowhere near as bad as what it was. This has definitely helped minimize that, obviously with cleaning my face and such, but this just makes me feel better. I do feel like I feel a difference with this. So I take 2 of these in the morning before I eat, and then 1 more at night before I go to bed. And for only half of my cycle, from the day that I start my period to the day that I get my positive ovulation test, I take evening Primrose, and I do take this orally. From the first day of my period to the day I get my positive ovulation test, I do take 1 of these. I do take it with my Prenatals, so that way I just get it done all in one. Evening Primrose is gonna help with the moisture you have down there. That way, when you are having intercourse and everything is finished, the sperm can have enough fluid to get into your uterus, because Lord knows they need a lot of help in that field down there. You know what I'm saying? Because we are very acidic down there, and sperm does not do well with acidic situations. So this evening Primrose is going to help you out with that, and just make sure everything's good to go. You don't want to take evening Primrose, the evening Primrose oil after you ovulate, because it makes you contract, and when you're trying to house a baby in there, you don't want to have your uterus aggravated and trying to get rid of anything for that reason. That's why you want to stop it after you ovulate, because there could be a baby in your uterus and you don't want it to be acting all sorts of crazy. You're trying to create something beautiful, special. You don't want to disturb that. So if you take evening Primrose for that reason, please make sure you stop it at an accurate time. All of those medications I hold in my medication box thingy. I legitimately just went to Walmart, picked this thing up, and it's too small for actually all of my medication. But here I have everything. I don't know if you could see that. So those are all my medications that I take to help prepare my body for another baby. The day after my period is over, that's when I start testing for ovulation. This box I got for $25 off of Amazon, and it comes with 100 OPKs, ovulation predictor kit thingies, and then it also comes with 50 pregnancy tests. So like I said, the day after I end my period, that's when I start testing for ovulation. My ovulation can happen anytime. I'm one of those weird, irregular people. Like, for the most part, I'm very regular. I'm in sync with my Flow app that I have, and I want to say every 3 months I go through this weird, I don't know if I'm ovulating cycle, and then like my period won't come for an extra week or 2. It's just every once in a while. So that's why I also take the Vitex, because that helps regulate that. So once I get my positive ovulation test, I stop the evening Primrose oil, and then I wait about, I want to say, a week, and then I start testing again. I'm typically one of those weird, crazy testers that want to test every day, every first morning. So I'm really strict on my water intake after a certain time. Typically around 6 or 7, that's when I stop drinking anything for the rest of the night, and then I go to bed, I wake up, and then I will collect my sample. I have these test cups that I can collect it in, my sample, urine, whatever you want to call it, and then they also have caps on it, so that way I can just put them in the cupboard, and then when I'm ready to fully wake up and can record or whatever, that's when I will test and do my things. I typically continue to test up until the day that I get my period. I know I'm such a weirdo, I should just take no for an answer, but I just can't. My dream is to get a beautiful progression line so that way I can see it later on. I didn't get one with my daughter. We were trying, but I wasn't so crazy actively trying, and it just happened super quickly, so I didn't really dip my toes much into the TTC community at that time. And I didn't even start watching videos until I was getting ready to deliver my daughter. And that's actually when I came across YouTube and fell in love with YouTube. Honestly, I've been inseparable inseparable since then. And I think it's so crazy and so cool that so many women and families can come together and just put their stories online, and you know, we all just feed off of each other, and I love that so much. So anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. That's pretty much the end of my video. If you like this video, go ahead and like it. Obviously like it because you like the video, right? If you are into videos like this or not, I have tons of other random videos. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and do not forget that bell notification so you can be notified every time that I post a video. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video.